Alright, welcome back everyone. Yes, I know it's been 3 months since my last video, but there's been a good reason for that, and that is work. We have our own business, and when we have work, we've got to do it, and we've been so busy since last fall that I haven't had a chance to work on my hobby, which is providing content for YouTube. So welcome back everyone, and I want to thank the new subscribers that have joined our channel. Glad to have you with us, and hope that you enjoy this video as well. So one of the dangers of having your own business is that you work so hard that you lose perspective of why you actually bought a property and moved out here. So having said that, we're going to rectify that, as well as take a few minutes to unbox the STIHL GTA26. Now, we've been looking for one of these for a long time already. They were out of stock for the longest time last fall, and we've been keeping our eye open, and finally found a supplier here in our area that had one in stock, and we're going to unbox it, put it together, and give it a try out in the forest. So glad that you could join us, and we hope that you enjoy this video. Alright, well, this is one of the most popular little hand pruners that you can get, cordless, the STIHL GTA26. Mrs. from the Woods does not like handling the gas chainsaw and wants to help out more in the forest, so this was the solution. We've heard good things about it, and we're going to unbox it and give it a try. Okay, so we bought an extra battery. Figured that if we're out in the forest, we don't want to run back and forth to charge the batteries when we run out, so nice to have a second battery. Pretty good price point. So in the box itself is a 3.6 volt, 2.6 amp per hour battery. So there is one in the kit as well, but we thought having a second one would be pretty handy. So the box itself comes in a nice little carrying case, nice orange and black, and the unit itself. So in this convenient carrying case, you have the unit itself, the pruning saw, with a blade guard and a blade sheath for storing, the manual, charger, a bit of oil, and the battery in a little bag there. But a nice little carrying case. Let's take it apart and go through the manual. Pretty thick manual. And the battery. So I'm pretty sure that the battery needs to be charged before we use it, so let's set up the charger and go through its instructions. So the battery charger itself has a self-test function on it, and so once you plug it in, there is a green light flashing and red, and then it'll go blank, and that's when you know it's ready to put the battery in. Don't think it's very difficult. Slide it in. A green light appears, and when the green light is done, it is charged, fully charged, and you're ready to go. Alright, well, I would advise that you go through the manual, and don't know if you have to read all the warnings. Some of them are pretty common sense, but the unit itself is pretty simple. Left or right-handed, the safety, trigger, and this will only engage when you've taken the safety off, and it works the same for both left and right. So ergonomically for left-handed and right-handed people, it's the same. You take the chain scabbard off, and the tension is supposed to be, when you pull back on the chain, you're supposed to be able to see half of the length. So easy to change the tension on the blade, and to do bar maintenance, you just remove the guard, and everything on the inside is right there. So blade tension can move back or forth on here, and it is about as loose as it's going to get right at the moment, and you can always pull it tighter. Now the chain, they say, will stretch a bit, and so now we'll put this back, and there we go. Pretty straightforward. So you'll get it to just finger tight, and then you can still adjust the blade tension. So right now I would say that that is probably a little bit too loose. So if you pull the blade a little bit, tighten it up, and you see about half of the chain in there, then that tension is about right. So that's about half of the link that you see in there. So just tighten it up, make sure it's tight. And it does not have a self-oiler, so this comes with the pack. It's a multi-oil. They say don't over-oil it, but you can just basically oil it. So one of the other features is a blade guard as you're cutting through. This will automatically go up and spring back when you're done a cut. There is no clutch on here, although I'm thinking that with careful use they won't have a whole lot of kickback, but nonetheless you have to be careful. So they're suggesting that it is not a one-handed use, it is a two-handed use, and this is the proper grip, left or right. And we'll put a battery in and fire it up. Alright, so simple operation. Battery in, and we're going to fire it up for the first time, so we're going to release the lock. And nice and quiet. And I wouldn't suggest that you touch the blade with the battery in. Always take the battery out, that way there's no risk of cutting yourself. And we're going to wrap up the kit, take it out to the forest, and let Mrs. from the Woods give it a try on some trees in the forest. Alright, so this is a portion of our forest, and one of the things we'd like to clean up are some of these dead sweepers that are on the trees, and there's a lot of them, some bigger, some smaller, some better, some worse. But we also have a lot of deadfall and blow down from the windstorms, and Mrs. from the Woods would love to help out delimbing these trees that have fallen. So I'm going to give Mrs. from the Woods a quick safety lesson on the GTA26, and she's going to give it a try. The Woods has got her safety glasses on, no loose clothing. She's going to fire up the GTA26 for the first time. So the idea is you lift up the lock and pull the trigger. It's as simple as that. So here we have a tree that has some sweepers, dead sweepers, and Mrs. from the Woods is going to attempt to cut some of the smaller ones off. So one of the features that this unit has is a battery indicator. It's on the left hand side, and you touch the top button and press that in there, and it indicates how much battery life you have left. And in this instance, we haven't been using it for very long, and we have almost a full charge. So as that gets down, I believe that when you get down to 25% of the battery charge, it will start flashing, and you'll know that you'll have to either recharge it or change out your battery. So Mrs. from the Woods is going to be taking care of all the twigs and branches and sweepers that she can reach. And a lot of these trees have dead branches quite high. Now we can't get everything, but we have also a solution for the higher branches. That's going to be coming up in the next video. And hopefully we can get a lot of this forest cleaned up, tidied up, fire smart, and a little bit more pleasant to walk through in the summer and the winter months. All right, well, Mrs. from the Woods is going to claim that the GTA 26 is a nice addition to our lineup of forest working tools, chainsaws. So the idea is we're going to be taking all the sweepers off in this area, so it's a little bit more pleasant to walk and a little bit more sunlight for the smaller trees that are in here. And yeah, I think it's a nice little unit, nice and nimble, easy to handle, light, left-handed, right-handed, one-handed, two-handed, it's all the same. Nice little unit, good price point, and nice addition to our lineup of tools here at From the Woods. But we're glad that you could join us. We hope that you enjoyed this video and that you would like, share, subscribe, and join us again for another video coming soon. Thanks for watching.